Hello Starlets, and welcome to the channel meditation for this cycle, Pine and Evergreen. In this video we're going to connect to the energy of pine and evergreens through the Ogham Elim. I want you to take a moment and really think about what we know about pine trees. The mythology of pine trees has survived in the Yule log, in the decorations throughout Christmas time and throughout winter, when they are a sheer force to be reckoned with. The firs and pines are dedicated to the Cailleach, the goddess of winter. But much of what we know about pine seems to have been lost. Elim stands for purification, for perceptiveness, for far-sightedness. But there is so much more to the energy and this plant spirit behind this collection of trees. Did you know that in Scottish tradition, there's a form of seining using the pine for new mothers and babies? Fire is used to seine newborn babies and their mothers. Midwives would use what's called a pine candle, known as a pearman or a prúman. The midwife would twirl the pine candle about the bed 3 times in a sunwise direction. A ran or charm was spoken at the same time. A pine candle is resin-soaked pine wood found when a pine tree falls down and the stump is left behind. Folks would cut them into 2 feet long and 1/3 of an inch in diameter sticks. It is referred to as fat wood today. The smoke they give off is black, aromatic, and resinous. Pine and evergreens are some of the most primordial trees, and I feel as though we have lost much of their mythology because once they were associated with goddess energy. Spiritually, pine is ancient. When you are breathing in its resonant scent, you are breathing in a time before mankind. Due to its association, even now, with the longest night, and childbirth as a reflection of that experience which was once terrifying for our ancestors. I feel as though pine is deeply connected to the ancient healing mysteries. Historically, these mysteries were more likely to be lost than any other, as they were never written down, and when patriarchal religious types took over, they would make certain such things did not survive. Pines and firs and conifers have such incredible medicine within them that it seems naive to believe that ancient herbalists weren't reaching for them at every given opportunity, and that they weren't also an essential kit for midwives, both to cleanse the space as we have seen, but also to heal. Going back, we may find that the Cailleach is a remnant of this. She has almost been entirely swept out of the folklore and histories, relegated to hag and crone archetypes, slurs used against older women, often with medical knowledge. Is pine connected to the ancient goddess? Pine as a healer of the worst kinds of pain, be it actual childbirth or the kind of personal rebirth that comes through after a dark night of the soul. Evergreens as the herbalist and healer. Evergreens as the doorway for cleansing and purification, and the need to keep a keen eye on one's surroundings. Pine as a mortal, ever-renewing survivor of all attempt to wipe it from the spiritual annals of history. For in winter, its power cannot be denied. The pine's associations with regeneration and their height may have made a connection in some of the Welsh mythologies with the upper shamanic realms in the seats of the gods, known as Gwynfyd. By attaching your spirit to a pine or a fir tree and asking the spirit of the tree for assistance, it may be possible to travel to the upper realms of the gods. Elim, the ogham of the pine tree, is clear-headedness and vision on all levels. This vision may in fact be the art of seeing with our other eyes. Our psychic senses revealed to us by connecting to the tree spirit of Elim. Even the ogham is hinting at a mystical nature that goes far beyond the standard understanding of this tree. Yes, it is used for purification. But this collection of trees gives hope in the darkest months. And I like to put ourselves in our ancestors' shoes and try to feel how they might have felt in the collective memory banks of the spiritual ecosystem. The long night, the longest night, and the harsh months that followed were potentially terrifying times. Would the sun come back? Would the crops grow? Would there be enough food to survive the winter? And there are the evergreens, persistent, enduring, still green when all else is bare. When connecting to this beautiful energy, we have to go beyond what we have left. We have to speak to the trees itself. And this is the beginning of our journey. To better understand the medicine, the spirit talk, the connection with the tree at the center of all things, the spirit that speaks. To use the ogham as a keystone to open the spirit doors and dig in our roots and allow our perceptions to reach new heights so that we might discover long lost, forgotten memories and connections that the trees hold in their branches, for they are far longer lived than we, and their memories and roots go back generation after generation. Pine gives of its needles, of its wood, and of its cones, which in folklore are often used in spells to increase fertility, for attracting wealth and money. Seen as powerful herbs for purification and protection. Is it the tree to help us connect to the other realms of existence, as shamanistic tradition might suggest? Certainly their primordial nature, arriving at the same time as the first warm-blooded mammals appeared, conifers for millions of years were dominant species of trees on the planet, connecting back across time, across magic, across memory. This is where we begin. With a whisper and and a tale to be told. Welcome to the spirits of pine, of fir, of conifer, of evergreen. We are open to your wisdom and your knowledge, not just in the winter, but all seasons through.